Welcome to my channel. My name is Alex Harper, and if you'd asked me a month ago what my life looked like, I'd have painted a picture of unremarkable success. 29 years old, living in a sleek loft in Chicago's West Loop, with floor-to-ceiling windows that framed the chaotic beauty of the city skyline. The L train rumbling by every few minutes became my white noise, a constant reminder that life moved fast, and I was keeping up. By day, I was the lead graphic designer at Vanguard Creative, a mid-sized ad agency where creativity was currency, and I had plenty to spend. Hoodies and sneakers were my uniform, my laptop a shield against the world, covered in stickers from bands no one had heard of yet. I sipped triple-shot espressos, sketched logos that could make or break brands, and navigated client meetings with the kind of charm that got me promotions. But that was the surface. Beneath it, there was Alexa. She'd been with me for 8 years, born from a college Halloween prank that turned into something profound. Junior year at Northwestern, my roommate Darren ditched me for a party, leaving behind a Rocky Horror costume meant for Columbia. Sequins, fishnets, the works. I put it on alone in our dorm room, staring at the mirror as the fabric hugged my body in ways I'd never felt before. It wasn't just dress-up, it was a revelation. A click inside my chest, like finding a missing piece of myself. I deleted the selfies, boxed the outfit, and swore it was a one-off. But it wasn't. Over the years, Alexa grew in secret. A silk blouse bought online, heels stretched to fit my size 11 feet, makeup tutorials watched at 2 a.m. with the volume muted. She lived behind a false panel in my walk-in closet, emerging only when the world was asleep. It was my escape, my therapy, my shame and thrill intertwined. I never told anyone. Not my parents in Naperville, who still asked about grandkids. Not my friends from the agency, who thought my mysterious nights in meant binge-watching Netflix. And certainly not Isabella. Isabella Rossi stormed into my life 9 months ago like a force of nature. She was the new account director for a major client, striding into our pitch room in a forest green blazer that matched her eyes, her dark hair cascading in waves that screamed confidence. Her presentation was flawless, data-driven, witty, with just enough edge to keep everyone hooked. After the meeting, she cornered me in the hallway. "Your mock-ups gave me chills, Harper. The good kind." We bantered over coffee, then dinner, then a jazz bar where she kissed me under neon lights and whispered, "You're different." I like different. 6 months in, she had a key to my loft, a drawer in my dresser, and a way of making me feel seen without prying too deep. We cooked pasta at midnight, argued over movie endings, and planned weekend getaways to Michigan's dunes. She was supportive, fierce, the kind of partner who pushed me to submit my portfolio to awards shows. But Alexa? That was mine alone. I rationalized it. It wasn't lying if it didn't affect us. What harm was there in a few hours a week, dressed in silk, feeling a freedom I couldn't explain? The crack appeared on a Tuesday in early November. The office was electric. We'd landed the rebrand for Luxe and Laurel, a lingerie brand aiming to disrupt intimates with inclusive, boundary-pushing designs. Marcus, our creative director, a sharp-dressed shark in Tom Ford, called an emergency all-hands in the glass-walled conference room. "This isn't just a campaign," he paced, projecting mood boards of lace and skin tones. "It's immersive. A pop-up launch at the Thompson Hotel in 2 weeks. Press, influencers, the works. And we're the stars, real employees, real stories. Theme, unapologetic you. Show a hidden side." The room buzzed with nervous excitement. Then Marcus pointed at me. "Alex, you're leading visuals, mood, motion, a short film. And you're in it. The client wants the everyman, relatable, bold. Wearing one of their women's pieces. Crimson satin slip dress. Gender fluidity, body positivity. It's now." Silence fell like a curtain. My heart hammered. Laughter bubbled from a few corners, but Marcus was serious. "You in or out, Harper?" I should have said out. Made a joke, cited HR policies. But that thrill, the chance to be Alexa, sanctioned, public, overrode sense. "In," I said, voice steadier than I felt. The room erupted in cheers. Back at my desk, I stared at my screen, the campaign brief blurring. This was dangerous. Exhilarating. That night, over takeout pad thai on the couch, I told Isabella. It's a stunt, I laughed, twirling noodles. Me in a dress for B-roll. Can you imagine? She set her fork down, eyes sparkling. I can. And it's hot. My boyfriend, the boundary pusher. She leaned in, kissing me with chili-laced lips. You'll look amazing. Just don't trip in the heels. If only she knew I'd practiced for years. Chapter 2, The Build-Up Secrets Unraveling Thread by Thread. The next 2 weeks were a whirlwind of preparation that masked my growing anxiety. Storyboards piled up on my desk. Concepts of vulnerability, transformation, raw honesty. Lux sent the dress in a matte black box tied with silk ribbon, like a gift from a lover. I signed for it at the concierge, pulse racing as if it were contraband. Isabella left for a weekend conference in New York. Be good, she teased at the door, kissing me goodbye. The Uber pulled away, and I locked the loft, drew every blind. The box opened with a whisper. The crimson satin unfolded like blood on snow, lace trim delicate as spiderwebs. Size medium, bias cut to skim the body. They'd included strappy black heels, size 11 custom. I shaved my legs in the shower, the razor gliding smooth. I told the barber it was for a triathlon training. Drying off, I slipped the dress over my head. The fabric cascaded cool against skin, hugging hips I usually hid under jeans, the hem brushing mid-thigh. I stepped into the heels, wobbling at first, then finding balance. 8 years of midnight practice paid off. I walked the length of the loft, the click-clack echoing like a heartbeat. The vanity mirror, hidden in the closet, reflected a stranger. Broad shoulders tempered by the dress's drape, sharp jaw softened by the light. I set up my phone on a tripod, hit record. Turned, posed, the satin catching light like wine. Excitement mingled with vulnerability. This was Alexa, but for work. I snapped a still, sent it to Marcus. Holy shit. That's the money shot, he texted back. I should have stopped there. Instead, I experimented. A wig from the panel, long blonde waves, transformed me further. Makeup, foundation to even tone, eyeliner for depth, lipstick matching the dress. The thrill built, a rush like adrenaline. I filmed more, deleting most, but keeping one video where I looked powerful. Sleep evaded me that night. What if I leaned in? Told Isabella everything after the campaign? The thought terrified and tempted. Friday morning, her flight landed early due to a storm. I was in bed, scrolling 90s supermodel references, Cindy Crawford in slips, hip cocked defiantly, when the door clicked open. Babe? Surprise. Got in at 6 a.m. I bolted up, phone slipping to the floor. In here. She appeared, suitcase in tow, messy bun, my hoodie swallowing her. You look guilty. What did I miss? Early flight. I stammered. Storm rerouted us. She kicked off shoes, crawled onto the bed, straddling me. Proper welcome home. Her kiss was fire, hands roaming. Normalcy. Safety. Then her fingers brushed the floor, closed around my phone. She glanced at the screen. Froze. The references. Then she swiped, to my selfies in the dress, wig, heels. The air thickened. Alex, she said slowly, this isn't a test shoot. You're wearing it like a pro. I sat up, nearly knocking her off. It's for lighting. Angles. But she scrolled further. Close-ups of lace, my hand adjusting the strap. Her eyes met mine, confused, hurt. How long have you been doing this? Isabella. How long? The truth clawed out. Since college. It's not what you think. She stood, pacing to the window. What do I think? That my boyfriend likes dressing as a woman? I don't care about that. But you hid it. For 9 months. I was scared, I whispered. Scared you'd leave. Judge me. I wouldn't have. But now? I don't know what to believe. She packed a bag, kissed my cheek like a stranger, and left. I need space. The door shut. I crumpled. Chapter 3, The Climax, Falling into the Spotlight. The following days were a fever dream. I threw myself into work, revising the short film, casting co-workers for their truths. The copywriter in 1950s curlers, the CFO in a ballet tutu. Laughter filled after-hours shoots, but I was hollow. The night before the pop-up, insomnia gripped me. I stood in the mirror, full Alexa, dress, wig styled, makeup flawless. Broad but striking, androgynous beauty. My phone buzzed, Marcus, live element tomorrow. Runway walk. Own it. Another text, Isabella, we need to talk. I'll be at the pop-up. Don't do anything stupid. The Thompson Ballroom was transformed. Crimson lights, velvet, mirrors reflecting infinity. Influencers posed in lingerie, drag queen MC hyping the crowd. Backstage, robe over dress, I trembled. Co-workers walked first, cheers, flashes. Then, Alex Harper. Robe dropped. Music swelled, slow, sultry. Runway like a tightrope. Steps steady, then I saw Isabella at the end, arms crossed, eyes locked. Faltered. Heel caught cable. Pitched forward. Time slowed, dress riding, wig slipping, face in phones. Hit knees hard. Music cut. Gasps. Silence. Then Isabella pushed through, knelt. You okay? Hand in mine, steady. I nodded, mute. She helped me up. Wig askew, makeup smudged, strap slipping. MC joked. Laughter, applause. I finished the walk. Head high. Lobby, snow falling. Sorry, I said. She tucked wig. No secrets. We figure us out. Hand in hand, we left. Chapter 4, The Aftermath. Waking in her wardrobe. Woke to phone chaos. 3.7 million views, trending. Dress twisted, Isabella gone, post-it, coffee on. Talking later. Shower scrubbed surface, not dread. Sweats on, coffee cold. Slack buzzed with gifs. Marcus, you're the face. Isabella returned with breakfast. Not leaving. She'd researched my secrets. Sephora bag, wig, makeup. Together. Transformed loft to studio. She applied makeup, wig, chestnut bob. Mirror, real Alexa. Livestream, truth told. Viewers surged, positive. Donations. Marcus called, more opportunities. Doorbell, mom, lasagna, tears. Hug, acceptance. Stream captured reunion. Night, closet open, trying outfits. DM, threat from Marcus, old photo. Isabella, together.